Now that you understand the basics of Amazon advertising, I want to share some tips that will help make your life easier and also things to avoid. I've made many mistakes over the last 3.5 years, but I've also learned a great deal. So let me pass that knowledge on to you. Tip number 1, use dual screens. Dual screens will make your life so much easier when it comes to advertising and probably anything else you do online. Later on in the course, I will explain how using dual screens while optimizing will save you so much time and effort. For the first year of my publishing career, I used to work with just a laptop. As soon as I upgraded and added another big monitor, I was able to work more efficiently. Doing this allowed me to achieve so much more in a day than before. Now, I honestly don't know how I managed without 2 screens. I would recommend getting at least a 28-inch monitor, and you can pick these up for under $200. Then you can simply connect your monitor to your laptop. This is one of the best investments I have made, and once you do it, you won't look back. Tip number 2, use ChatGPT or artificial intelligence to your advantage. ChatGPT is useful for finding keywords to use in your campaigns. I've been using it a lot lately to find common search terms for niches that I wish to advertise in. If you don't have the budget to pay for tools like Helium 10, then ChatGPT is a fantastic alternative and it's free. It can also be used for writing persuasive descriptions for your books. If your book description is poor and the customer becomes confused, they probably won't buy. So let ChatGPT handle that part. Ask it to write you a persuasive book description and give it as much information about your book as possible. It will then write something better than you probably could and with no spelling mistakes or incorrect grammar. Remember, advertising won't help if your cover design, interior, or descriptions are bad. Tip number 3, stay organized. Staying organized will make this whole process easier for you. You've already seen my break-even ACOS spreadsheet that will make things more organized and save us time and money in the long run. I also have other spreadsheets that streamline the advertising process too. The human brain is amazing, but it can't possibly retain all the data that we throw at it. That is why spreadsheets are essential in this business. To be organized, we also need to be consistent. We need to nurture our ads regularly for best results. We can't leave our campaigns to run themselves for months on end and expect them to stay on track. Tip number 4, regularly check your books for reviews. I do run ads to books that don't have reviews, but it puts us in a better position if our books have good reviews. Customers crave feedback from others. It helps them feel like they're making a good decision. So check your books at least once a month to see if books with no ratings have suddenly got a 4 or 5-star review. If it has, then you may wish to start running ad campaigns to them. On the flip side, if you are running ads to a book that has gone from a 5-star rating to a 1, 2, or 3-star, you are potentially wasting your money. Customers may still click on your ads, costing you money, but will then be put off by reading the bad reviews or seeing the bad rating. I will not run ads to books with less than 4 stars. Tip number 5. Start with low bids. You can always increase. Unless you want quick results and have money to burn, start with low bids first, especially in the beginning. As I've already mentioned in this course, things tend to be a bit bumpy when we launch a campaign. That is because it takes us a while to optimize it. The beginning is commonly when we waste the most money and our ACOS is higher. This is why I say to start low and then increase over time. If you go in all guns blazing with high bids from the start, you are increasing your chances of wasting your money. Tip 6. Take Amazon bid suggestions with a pinch of salt. Amazon normally recommends some outrageous bid amounts. Sometimes they recommend bids of over $1, which doesn't make much sense for us. If we were getting a $2 royalty from our book, we would need someone to buy our book once every 2 clicks, which is near impossible. So more often than not, don't listen to whatever they suggest. Tip number 7. Be careful about the information you share and who with. Going back to my inexperienced days, my friends and family often used to ask me about Amazon KDP and how they can look at my books. Because I had so many different pen names, I used to tell them to go on Amazon and search for certain keywords. I would say something like, "Oh, just search for floral wedding guest book." This was pretty silly, as I would often be running ads for the keywords that I told them to search for. So my friends and family would end up clicking on my ad which would cost me money. They could have at least bought a few books. This same point applies to social media advertising. If you show off your book on social media and tell people to search Amazon for a specific phrase, make sure you're not running ads to it. Tip number 8. Take advantage of the seasons. If you have a Halloween coloring book for kids, for example, be prepared to run ads a month or two before Halloween to take advantage of the increased demand. You would need to cut off your ads a day or two before Halloween, as your book may not arrive in time. There wouldn't be much point continuing your ad after Halloween has finished. This point ties in with being organized. You need to have a plan in place to take advantage of the different occasions and know when to stop them to avoid wasting your money. Tip 9. Don't click on other people's sponsored ads. This tip won't benefit you as such, but I have seen someone brag about clicking on their competitors' adverts, especially for keywords that they themselves were advertising for. That really doesn't sit right with me. He was basically wasting their money by clicking on their ads. He didn't go into too much detail, but you can imagine that he didn't stop at just one keyword. I always do my best to avoid clicking on sponsored ads. If I want to see someone's book, but it is at the top of the page and it is sponsored, I will scroll down or go to the next page to find the organic listing. I wouldn't like it if this was done to me, and I doubt you would either. Tip number 10. 1 order, good. 2 orders, fantastic. If some of your keywords or products bring you a sale, that is great news, but sometimes it's just luck. If we get 2 orders or more from that same keyword or product, that is fantastic. The more orders we get from the same one, this shows us that it wasn't luck and that we should continue to advertise for this keyword or product. Obviously, there are some exceptions to this point. If you get 2 orders for the same keyword, but it has been clicked 50 times and your ACoS is through the roof, then this is not the one to keep advertising for. There have been many times where I have gotten 1 order from a keyword and then I've added it to a manual campaign or increased the bid amount. A lot of the time, these keywords don't perform as well as I'd hoped, but more than 1 order is normally a positive sign. And that is enough tips for now. I don't want to bombard you with too many at once. Luckily, there are many more scattered throughout this course for you to enjoy. That concludes the module on Amazon advertising fundamentals. The next module is on having a success mindset, which I think is the most important module of all. Your mindset will dictate how successful you will be with advertising and other areas of your business. After that module, we will be diving deeper and putting our knowledge into practice and then moving on to the advanced stuff. Okay, so I will see you in the next module.